Hiya crafters, today I'm going to revisit some basic alcohol ink cards, so let's jump right in. I'm going to show you some of the products. I actually have some panels cut down in size and die cut with a stitched edge rectangle die. This is actually poster board, the very same poster board you'll find at a dollar store. And then I have a variety of alcohol inks and some alloys that I'm going to use today. I'm just showing you the colors that I used. But I gotta tell you, for my little batching heart, these cards are so quick and easy to make. If you have the supplies on hand, they come together in a snap. So here's the few cards that I'm going to make for you today. I was able to pull them together very quickly with having these panels of poster board already die cut and having the die cuts ready to go in my binder system. Seriously, no time at all. And I love how these turned out. And every once in a while, I just want to play with my alcohol inks. So I'm showing you my process here. I'm just laying down some blending solution first. In this first one, you can kind of see how it kind of really saturated the edges of the panel. It doesn't hurt it, but that's an indication to me that, oh yeah, you went a little too crazy again. So you don't quite need that much blending solution. It ended out fine, but honestly, you don't need that much. So you'll see on the next card, I do a little bit better. And I have this first card in real time. I will speed up the next couple. But basically, I like to dabble, dropping drops of the regular alcohol ink and then the alloys in between, just so they kind of blend together. Now, alloys are different than some of the other ones. I can't think of what they're called. Mixative. They don't work the same as mixatives. They blend around a lot easier. So if you have mixatives, they probably won't react like this. The look that you get with these and this technique is almost as if you kind of came in with some foil after the fact, which is another option. If you don't have alloys, but you have some like foil scraps, then maybe leave some pools of alcohol ink that are a little bit thicker and darker and almost sticky. And then you can come in and kind of, stick some foil on top of it, not only to de-stickify the card, it's an official term right there, but also to kind of add some metallic look if you want that kind of metallic veining throughout, almost like a marble. So this one I decided to just quit. Some of alcohol ink is just knowing when to quit when you're ahead. You can kind of, course correct as you go, but honestly, sometimes it's better to just leave it be. Now here you can see I'm not quite as liberal with the application of blending solution, but I'm coming in with this pretty purple color and then a silver alloy. Now this one, you'll see in a moment, really comes down in huge blobs. So use the silver a little bit more sparingly. They all just kind of react a little bit differently. So you kind of just have to learn through playing and seeing what you like and how the different products work, but definitely some of the alloys respond differently than others. So this one I really had to break up. I decided to come in with the blue as well, just to kind of move it around and try and break up some of those blobs of the silver. And I even had to come in with some more blending solution. So you can see I like the diagonal look. You could cover the whole panel. I like to leave some white space, and I like this ethereal look. So this is my way of doing it, just laying down the blending solution, dropping in some ink, and then just kind of using that puffer tool. It's my puffer. I don't know what it's called. It's from Tim Holtz. I'll link it below with all the other products that I use. But basically, I kind of like to push it, from one direction and then push it the other. I don't always like the little finger look that you can get, which you'll get kind of if you use a straw and, you might have trouble breathing. I know I do. Do this in a well-ventilated area, guys. Leave the windows open. I actually gave myself a pretty nasty headache when I made these because I forgot to open the window at first. So they're a little bit sneaky. They don't necessarily seem like they're going to bother you, but it'll creep up on you. So again, definitely open a window. Be in a well-ventilated space. Don't be like me. But yeah, like you can see here, I'm just kind of pushing it side to side from the top and from the bottom. And that's how I can kind of spread it out with this tool and not necessarily get the little finger look. Now, the fingers are cool if that's the look you're going for. Like I said, you can get that by blowing through a straw, but I like the more, watery, ethereal, kind of spread out look that I get. So this is the way that I'm able to get pretty consistent results. I did struggle in the beginning when I was playing with these. to get this look. But this is pretty tried and true. It works well for me every time. And guys, this dollar store poster board paper is no joke. It's thicker. It moves the alcohol ink around beautifully, and yeah, it's a winner in my book. So here, this is my storage solution for my die cut sentiments. I have one for my critters, I have one for my sentiments, and these are just baseball card pockets. I cut up a bunch of stuff maybe on a day when I'm not feeling particularly inspired, and then I have all this stuff ready to go when I need it. So here I'm trying to find ones that match the metallic of the card, but I don't have any rose gold metallic like that blue card, so I decided to just go with white. And then on the other I do like kind of like a silver or almost like a holographic with the silver alloy, and then a gold with the gold alloy. Now this is my artisttac. These are microdots. These are my current solution for little fiddly dies when I don't want to mess with the oozage of liquid glue. So you just pull back the top sheet, and then there's a million little microdots of glue, and you can just kind of push your little fiddly die cuts right onto it to get some adhesive on the back of your die cuts without having to mess with like a sticker maker and having all those little stringy bits, or liquid glue and having it ooze out the side. I'm really happy with these so far. So I do have a couple of videos about this. I have my preliminary demo when I first got these microdots, and then I have a follow-up video as well regarding some tips and tricks and kind of a follow-up review. I had some extra glue there. I ended up having to kind of rub it off with my adhesive eraser. But basically I'm just going to apply these die cut sentiments right onto these cards. They're very flat. There's no dimension in this case. I just have the layering, but ultimately very flat, easy to ship. And it's got that nice finished edge from the paper rose die cut stitched dies. And I'm just going to grab these other two right off of this sheet, and you can keep reusing these sheets as well. Just be mindful, you will use up all the dots in one area after a while, so just kind of turn it to the side in the light and make sure you have adequate dots left on your microdot sheets. But overall, it's a bit of a game changer for me, I'm not gonna lie. I get pretty frustrated with liquid glue and little fine dies like this, so very happy to have a product like this in my stash. Now that's not to say there isn't still a use for liquid glue at times, or your sticker maker. So I find use for all of my items, but anything like this that's going to help me save time and not have the frustration of liquid glue, I'm going to jump on it because it's definitely a time saver there. So just applying these three different die cuts. I had to poke out a little bit. That wasn't out all the way with my little pokey tool, but it couldn't get any easier than this, guys. I'm telling you, all three of these cards came together super quickly. So if you need to make cards in a hurry or batch or donate, I can't recommend it enough. Just have a lot of this stuff ready to go on hand, whether it's panels, whether it's card bases, whether it's die cuts. When you have all this stuff ready, you can just live in the moment, make a bunch of cards when you feel inspired, and not have to stop and go through the process of all the other little bits along the way. So I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please hit the thumbs up and consider subscribing, and I'll check you next time. Bye.